can use this. Thank you. So that I can use this on YouTube. So Facebook and YouTube, when you see this video, maybe I should go a little bit over here. I promise I have a beautiful arrangement in the back. Video. Okay, let's get started. Hi. Why am I so distracted? So welcome to this video, everybody. My name is Shanny. I'm here to help you unleash your personal brand. And what that means is becoming visible, becoming a powerhouse magnetic brand, and having client attraction strategies that actually work. In this video, I'm going to do a little bit of a chit chat. I am making some decisions and looking at some numbers for my own campaign that I'm gonna start. And I thought it would be helpful to give you like a behind the scenes of how I think about this, how I'm teaching myself this, and how I can maybe help you make decisions based on some of these things as well. This is not the whole story, but it's a part of it that I think would be really helpful. And if it's helpful, let me know in the comments, because then I will make more videos of this. But fun story, I used to think that these topics are super boring until I had like literally one of you, like one person ask me about this. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's helpful, but I think it's something that you absolutely have to do if you want to make decisions that are going to help you, right? So as you know, I was promoting my event up until last week. We had an amazing event. We were sold out. Every seat was filled. I can't wait for the after movie to put it here on my YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. And I'm still in connection with all the ladies. Like the feedback is amazing. So of course, a big part of that as well was the sales psychology behind the promotion, right? The campaign. So right now, I'm actually making a new campaign. And this new campaign is to promote, there's two things that I want to promote. Let me talk about this first. I think this is helpful first. There's two things that are on my priority list for promoting this week, but I am teaching myself that I always want to have some type of engagement or audience ad going around on Facebook and Instagram, no matter what I'm promoting, but that's a separate conversation. I'm going to talk very specifically about my current campaigns. So 3 examples or 3 things that I'm going to talk about in this video for sales psychology is the event that is now done, my next 2 promotions that I'm doing. So I'm launching one promotion for my membership group. And if you're listening here and you're interested to know more about that, you could of course send me a DM or a message. And I'm launching a very temporary promotion for working with me one-on-one. So those are 2 new campaigns. Now, when I decide what to promote first, because some of you have a lot of talent and you want to promote 10 things at the same time. It's not going to work. It's only going to cause confusion, especially if you live here in the Caribbean with me. For example, here in Curacao, we have a very small audience compared to like bigger countries. So the ad is going to be shown to the same demographic and group of people, even though you have filters in, because of the numbers. We have a very small local population. So if you are promoting, right now I'm promoting local only for this campaign. And if you do that, then no matter how you filter, the same people are going to overlap. So you make a decision on what to promote and promote in a sequence that makes sense. So even though you might have a talent to do different services, you cannot, well, you can, but I wouldn't recommend promoting different things that have nothing to do with each other. So make a decision on one service or one type of business, okay? Then look at which is the one that brings in the most revenue, or which is the one that you are the most passionate about promoting right now. So for me, that is the one-on-one working with me. Then after I have run this campaign, I'm either going to reduce my budget for it or I'm going to shut it off because of course I have limited space for that option. And the priority is then going to become the membership to the group because I want to have different options for people as well. So this is the order that I chose that it's going to make sense. Why can I promote both of them? Because they are very related to each other. When people work with me, this is what I recommend them to do. They work with me one-on-one, and then I put them in the membership so that they can maintain their homework and their steps and receive the bi-weekly guidance within that mastermind group. Or some people come to the mastermind group. Am I giving a accidental teaser strip show here to Instagram? Let me fix myself. This skirt is too short. Okay. Sorry about that, Instagram. You'll be okay. We're all adults here, right? Okay. So, or people might come to my coaching program, work with me for a couple of months there, and then when they have more budget, they then go to the next level of working with me one-on-one. So those are the different ways that people like to do it. So those offers both they're related to each other. So that's why I can promote them, but simultaneously, but I'm gonna start with the one-on-one first because that's the one that I chose to give priority now. I'm going to promote the one-on-one to my existing warm audience. So it's something that I'm not wanting to offer necessarily to someone that never saw my content. They have no clue who I am, and they have no clue what I can do, my skills, nothing. So someone that's seeing my page for the first time is not the focus for this one-on-one. So a way to target my warm audience, and this is all things that I'm learning with Laurel Lane inside of her Facebook advertising masterclass and her membership. So if you want to know more about how I'm learning this, you can message me about that as well. I am downloading my email list, and actually downloading my email list, I'm going to talk about this next in this video and showing you on my screen. But I work with a virtual assistant that's an expert as well in this work that we do together. And she's the one that reminded me that we need that email list to create a specific audience inside of the ad. So I downloaded my email list for the ad. So now we're going to upload that into Facebook to give it some targeting for my already familiar warm audience. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. I am also going to target everyone that has been visiting or has ever clicked on my website. I'm also going to target my existing followers on Facebook and Instagram, and anybody that has clicked on any of my landing pages in the past. So, and existing customers. So those are the list of people that this promotion is going to go to. Now, again, because we are a very small island, some people might still see it that are not in my list, but that's just because Facebook tries to find similar people for me when I do this type of targeting. Okay. For my promotion, I have a couple of steps. This is the part of the sales psychology that I wanted to talk about. I'm not going to send a promotion for people to click on the page to book the private coaching, because I understand that people think in steps. Again, a lot of this I learned from Laurel Lane inside of Facebook advertising, but I also understand because I've been doing things like copywriting, helping people create campaigns, and I've just got like 10 years in the business of marketing and branding. There's a psychology and steps in which people's brain works, right? So there's never going to be an ideal situation if I just throw you onto my website and say, go buy the coaching session. So people need steps to make a decision, to think about it, to become familiar, to build trust and all of this. So in this option for the one-on-one, these are the steps that I'm choosing to do. I'm creating an ad on Facebook and Instagram. From that ad, I'm going to have some copywriting, some text that brings people to my landing page on lead pages. And then from lead pages, we're going to track who was there, who clicked, how many people clicked. And then from there, they go to my checkout payment page on my website. So it's a very short cycle. I hope you can follow me, okay? 1, 2, 3, 3 steps. The psychology behind that is that someone that's already in my warm audience doesn't need a whole series of posts and videos to get to know me, to find out what I do and how long I've been in business. Like, they know me already. I can send them in those quick steps to the page to purchase a session with me. Still, on my landing page, when people go to see what's going on, I will have a video. The video is going to be very short. It's going to be 2 minutes to say, here's what you can expect when you work with me one-on-one. This is included. These are the steps. This is how you prepare yourself. Because, let me show you why. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, so this is my account with lead pages, and I made a decision to put a video this time. Actually, I can close one of these tabs. Give me 1 second. I can close this one, and I can also close this one. Okay. It's a little bit boring, but okay. Hopefully, give me a thumbs up if it's making sense, if you can still follow along. But this is my back office where I make my landing pages, okay? This is lead pages. It's my favorite. I have an affiliate link for them because their service is amazing. And it's very easy to use. It's very drag and drop. It's very beautiful. So this was, for example, the landing page for my event. Oops, sorry. I have a very old browser. Give me a second. Let me show Instagram as well. Instagram, if you want to have a laugh, you can see, maybe you can see how messy my office is. Okay, so this was the landing page that probably you saw if you came to my event, right? Now, the event was great. It was sold out and everything. But if you look at the numbers, I had a very low conversion. I had 900 people that went to my page, but only 132 people came here to put their name and number to find out more about the event. What does this tell me for sales psychology? Something was missing, okay? So just the flyer and give me your email to secure your seat was not enough, and most people did not scroll to read more information. So they came to this page here, and that's it. They did not want to go any further. So immediately, I know that I need to improve this the next time I make a promotion. So my decision is, instead of just putting a photo and a flyer, I'm going to have a video here that explains why you need to click to the next step. And it's going to be very, very short and simple, but it's going to give someone a feeling of being safe. I'm not going to spam you. This is not something to like trick you into anything. And I'm going to experiment with this option to get this number up. So a 14%, what we call conversion, basically the result of people that did the next step, is very low. Okay, so that's how I think about the sales psychology. What did people do? Where did they go? And if they didn't go anywhere, why not? Okay, so immediately before I create my next promotion, I'm always going to look at what happened last time. What can I improve? Here's another one. I have a book a call. Let's see if I can open it. Book a call page. I already switched it off, okay? This is a page that I had. It's no longer available, but this page did not do well for me at all. People did not click to book a call. So I can see that 600 people went to see the page, but 0 people clicked to book a call. So that tells me that I need to do that completely different next time. Probably, again, people should have received more information on top of the page. So when you create a page to promote yourself, the top of the page is very important. People do not take the time, especially on their phones, to scroll and see what else you got going on, to read the information. So you need to make the top of the page more about information, or put a video for people to see what exactly you're talking about. So that's another way to think about how people think. So that's the psychology, right? Another one is, let's look at one that did really well. This one, anything about 30% is great for me. So this one is write your content. This is a free video tutorial. So look at this page, okay? This one, even though there's not a lot of text, it tells you what you get when you click it. So people know, okay, without scrolling to read the rest of the information, which is, there's a lot of information here too. I don't know if you can see how much of a difference it makes, because more information makes more people go and click, right? And then I also have more places where they can click to get it. Compared to the other ones, there's not that much information. Well, this one does, they just did not like it, okay? But there's not, and see, there's not as much information. So this one is doing better because there's way more information, okay? And on the top of the page, which is the first thing you see when you open it, it's already telling you, okay, I get a free tutorial and a meditation, which is another thing about sales psychology. I realized that my type of woman that I am targeting, they love information, but they also want, well, Instagram, I guess you can watch me like this. They also want confidence and mindset with the information. So the fact that I put that they get a bonus confidence meditation helps with the confidence. So that's attractive with my type of audience. So in sales psychology, you also have to know the personality of your audience, your target group. What do they like? If I give them the extra bonus meditation, does it help? If I give them, maybe your audience likes to read a lot, so maybe they can have a chance to win an Amazon gift card, right? In your giveaway, or whatever the case might be. So understanding the person that you are trying to reach is also very important. And I know that my girls, they want the information, but most of all, they also want the confidence, the mindset stuff. So that's another part about the psychology. It's not just making a beautiful flyer. You need to think about these things. And this one, you can see how detailed I went with the information. Okay, so I'm actually gonna send this to Anastasia, who helps me with this, to say this is a great example for us to copy from, because we had 33% conversion from it. So I'm actually going to message her as soon as I finish this video to copy this one. So actually, let me stop the share and message her right now. Give me a second. Give me a second, Instagram. This is a part of the process. And we are actually in the steps of creating this promo. PS, for the landing page, the one for write your content with me did very well. So I'm thinking we can copy that one and leave the part of, let's see, the part of, where is it? Leave the part of wait, and leave the part of, put your parameters. Boom. Boom. Put your paralysis and meet your strategist. What do you think about this option? Because I noticed it had 32% clicks. Boom. Close that, go back to my Zoom screen, right? So these are the things you're looking at. This is how I'm doing this to predict as much as I can what's going to work, what's not going to work based on looking at the numbers. Okay, so that's a part of sales psychology in terms of trying to see and match yourself as much as possible to what your audience likes and what your audience wants. Okay. Another thing that I'm doing is, because I'm also going to promote this with email marketing, let me actually stop my screen share before I show you. Oops, sorry, Instagram. Before I show you this, I am going to log in. Okay, so this part has sensitive information because you can see people's name and email. So I'm not going to share my screen for this part, but I am going to tell you. Yeah, I can't show you this. I'm in my email list and I went to all my subscribers because I clean up my email before I do another campaign. Because remember, we talked about downloading your email list to upload it into Facebook for your warm audience, right? But I want to make sure, like, my warm audience, is my warm audience really warm? Because I just discovered that on my email list, there are a couple of people that have never opened their email. So this is what you do. Go to your email list, go to all subscribers, and then sort on last activity. So when I sort on last activity, I discovered a couple of people that since October last year never opened an email. So for me, if you haven't opened an email like 3 months or more, there's two things that I'm gonna do. I'm going to send individual emails to see if I am maybe going to the junk or if they are still interested. If they are not, then I'm going to delete them. If they don't reply, I'm also going to delete them. So this is your sign to go to your junk mail right now, search my name and mark it as a safe address. Because if you're not opening it, then why are you on the email list? So some of these people I've even already deleted. I think today I deleted about 100, 150 people out of the email list. All the corporate emails, info at this, HR at that, management at this, all of that was deleted. Only the individual address that I know this person is a marketing manager that regularly replies, and this person I remember their name. Other than that, I deleted all the corporate emails from my audience specifically. And everybody that has not opened anything from 2022, I'm going to give them one chance and then I'm going to delete them. If they're before October 2022, I'm deleting them without even asking. All the addresses that bounced back, delete. All the addresses that are unsubscribed, also delete. Because the more emails that bounce back, the more unopened emails, your numbers inside of your email marketing are also going to go down. Your percentages are going to go down. So another reason why, because I was wondering, like, why are so many people telling me that my email goes to junk? But another reason might be that my account is flagged because I have a high number of emails that are unopened, bounce back, failed address, or just going to spam. So the more people that are dormant, the worse my account is looking. So I might low-key be looking like a spammer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm deleting them before they mess up my numbers and my conversions in my account. So you need to do this, because if you're uploading this to Facebook, you're uploading a bunch of dead people, right? So that's another thing with sales psychology is you want to only be promoting to people. I don't care if it's 5 people, 50 people, 5,000 people. You want to be communicating with people who are actually opening your stuff and happy to receive it. If they're just sleeping on there, they're sleeping on your greatness, they're sleeping on your talents, delete them. You don't need that type of energy. Okay? Okay. What's another thing that I'm doing that I want to show you? I want to show you now the last step for this video. Remember, there's a whole conversation, but I'm just doing a little piece today, and hopefully it helps you brainstorm a couple of steps before you start promoting and before you make decisions what you're going to do, what you're going to design, where you're going to promote. Okay, so next, I'm going to show you, and this is going to be a real quick glance because I don't want you to know all my business like that. So Instagram also gets a sneak peek. Here is where I make my campaign. So this goes to Anastasia, the superstar that helps me with this. And you can see that I have described the whole campaign for her, and then she designs everything, puts it into the ads account, and makes sure that it's up and running. And then with this information, she also designs the landing page and everything for me. And the good thing is when you work with someone, you have two brains thinking and brainstorming together. It's always better than just one person coming up with everything. So she will look at this and she will say, well, did you think about downloading your email list? Or I think you should put a conversion ad, not a traffic ad. That doesn't make sense. Why are you doing it that way? So it's great to have that backup. Here's the thing. this is how, I'm going to be very transparent. This is how I went about learning how to do paid ads. I invested with L'Oreal, and honestly, it was life and business changing for me. But I also have to be honest that I have some help. So Anastasia helps me do the input and the execution, but I'm using what I learned to decide which campaign and what we're putting in and what the objective is and how we're doing the targeting. So you don't have to be the person doing everything, but you need to be the one in control of your campaign, right? So you need to learn it so that when you have an assistant, a team member, or even yourself to do it, you actually know why and make better choices based on strategy, not just pressing a blue boost button and just wasting your money. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. Okay, last thing that I want to say, and let's see if Instagram will let me go back to, boom, okay. Last thing that I want to say about sales psychology is to always think in steps. So if you look at my notes here, this is a great example for you. Look at my notes. This is the campaign I'm making today, okay? You can see I am the worst with my, my sketches, but you can see I'm thinking in step 1, step 2, step 3, the emails, what are going to be the emails 1, 2, 3, and then ad number 2, retarget. So I can also talk to you about this for Instagram. These are the notes. I can also talk to you about retargeting, right? This is what I mean when I say people think in steps. And your marketing, your posts, everything, sales psychology, right, works in steps. So because I know that you can't just share a post and people will make a decision or take action or whatever, you need to really, this is the way I do it. I really close my eyes and think about this person, my client or my fantasy client. And I'm thinking, okay, what are the questions that they have in their mind or that they're thinking about when they come to my profile or when they see the ad? So questions that might pop up for them are, can you really solve my problem? How did you get this knowledge? Why should I believe you? What's your experience? What's the price? Why should I do this now? Who are you? They might be thinking, well, it's too expensive. They might be thinking, I'll do this after my vacation. So all of these things I'm brainstorming, like what types of questions would come to somebody's mind. And then based on those questions, I answer those questions in a document. Am I making sense? And then each time I answer a question, that becomes a post because I'm thinking those are the steps that somebody's mind is going through when they make a decision. They want to see it again. They want to ask an opinion. They want to wait till whatever. They want to see who I am. They want to see some experience. So what I'm doing right now with this video that I'm making for my YouTube and sharing on my Instagram is showing a little bit of how far I am with my process, with my experience, because this is going to tell someone, well, hey, this girl is a couple of steps before me. I can relate to her and she breaks it down and I want to work with her. Because the thing is, as I was starting out and I still experience this, there's a lot of advice out there that you can't really grasp to take action if you're still trying to figure things out. So for me, like a lot of these bigger accounts, like I even do high ticket sales, as you know, for a lot of these people. So I sell for them and I hear how they are explaining things and breaking it down. And if you haven't really done this for a couple of years, it just flies over your head. So someone who looks like me, who is not in technology, who is not into these bigger guru language videos, you know what I'm saying? They might relate to me based on the way that I'm breaking it down step by step in my unique style. So when I do this and they see this video, this is gonna answer the question of why me? Why would they want to work with me? What does she even know? Why can she even help me? Is she the one to help me? Like I'm brainstorming all these questions that somebody would have. And that makes me want to put a video like this to show how down to earth I am, talk about who I am, talk about what I know, talk about how I learned it, talk about my results, talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, so that someone can find those answers and click that button after going through that sales psychology process to work with me. The thing is, for me, it's been a couple of years building up to this. And when you are inside of your own world, inside of your own business, you're thinking in your own bubble, sometimes you forget steps. So it's great to have somebody guiding you and walking you through those ways that people think to help you get the results that you want faster, whether it is a subscriber, a follower, a sale, whatever it is. And also, you want to learn it from someone that looks and feels relatable, right? So maybe you see a lot of these men on screen that are, super whatever, like advanced business talk or whatever, and you're like, oh, I don't understand any of this. So you would relate to someone like me who sounds a little bit more relatable to you, right? So that's what I'm doing. That's a part of the process because I'm thinking about the way that you would think, if that makes sense. And this helps me with anything that I want to promote because I'm consistently putting a post, a photo, or a video to show that I'm just a girl that you can relate to. And that helps me get more people to either purchase my stuff or subscribe to my email or read my blog or whatever the case might be. So that's how you think in steps. If you are making your emails for when someone clicks on the promotion, what's the conversation that you want to have with that person? So for me, it's going to be a welcome email and something about get to know me. If they are coming from my warm ad, they already know me. So I'm not going to send the welcome and get to know me. I am going to send an email about the importance of taking action. I am going to send an email about what a one-on-one session with me will include. I am going to send an email about an invitation to have a call, to a 15-minute check-in if they have questions. And then with the retargeting, and then I'm really going to stop because I could talk about this for days and I don't want to overload you with information either. But with the retargeting, I'm already thinking about you, for example, that you're like, oh, this is great, but I'll do it after my vacation or I'll do it later, or maybe it's not for me, right? So I'm going to send you another ad, or I'm just going to make another post, reel, blog, whatever, to give you the action to click and come to my WhatsApp messenger. And I'm going to say, still got questions? Let's just chat in the WhatsApp, like WhatsApp me if you have any questions. And then that's going to be like very short, still got questions, WhatsApp me. And the link is going to give you one click to come to a WhatsApp message with me, right? So I'm already thinking in steps. Step one was done. They did not click. Well, then I'm going to send them another one to say, I know you have questions. Chat with me here. You see how those steps work? And then after that step, what am I going to do? I'm going to send you again the page to come to my group or to work with me one-on-one. And you may decide to not do that, but guess what? We are now buddies because you can see my blog, you can see my emails, you can follow my page, you know a little bit more about what I do, you have my brochure now, so it helps me anyway. And it helps you as well, because if you don't like me, then you will unsubscribe and we will never bother each other again, right? But that's the way it works. So anyways, I'm going to stop myself because if not, I'll make a 5-hour video, I promise you. But hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully Instagram, you got a little bit of a sneak peek that was helpful. This video is going to be on my YouTube channel a week from now. It's going to upload now. It's going to be next week so that I can catch up and get my consistency back. Because baby, I've been missing. I know. And of course, give feedback, message me on Instagram if these topics are boring or interesting, because I want to know. And then on Facebook, let me know your feedback. On YouTube, let me know your feedback. Okay. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye, honey.